years and then used a robo to get my probes over.
Ah,
I
you're
won a
protosting
base
it.
trade because I hit out on the island in a PvP. It
Nice.
was great. Island bases are awesome in Starcraft too.
This is the weird map. This is
Mm-hmm.
where we are. Yep, yep. All right. I know where we're living.
Okay. In the top right-hand side of the map, it's sort of... He recently joined a team. I'm trying to get it from DLG, which is an acronym for something. It's one of the Chinese teams.
Dion Lake Gaming.
Oh, well done.
They don't have a page. So, anyway, here is Astrea.
Playing for Alpha X, who also does a ton of events on Afreeca TV.
That is just so visually stunning. Look at this.
It's a lot.
This is going to make for some interesting thumbnails, I can tell.
That's true. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Like,
I mean, the
being
planet...
visually interesting is really all that matters, and that's pretty stunning. Yeah, the planet's back there. The weird runes.
The boulders just floating there.
Is it a slow zone?
Yeah,
Is that
they're
what these
inhibitor
are?
zones. So on
The
this
Overlord
map,
doesn't seem that much slower, but
the
they're
main
pretty
bases
slow
are
anyway.
really close.
Yeah, it's like
However,
scrap
the
station.
slow zones essentially make it so that they're not actually that close.
Yeah, but the Overlord's using it anyway.
Yep, Overlord is slowed down a little bit, 35% reduction, which isn't a lot of a reduction because Overlords are really slow in the first place.
Yes. Yes, they are. Do you remember Scrap Station? You were around early enough for that?
Yeah, I want to say yes. Remind me, though.
It's basically this, right? You're very close by air, but the rush distance by ground is super far because you have to go down and around.
Yeah, did it have the really narrow choke point?
Yep, narrow
Yeah.
choke you could take that was faster but narrower, and you had to knock down some rocks. Plus, there was the island expand up there, in pretty much the same location on this map. So, I want to say this is inspired by Scrap Station for sure. Just for design.
Oh, right. The Scrap Station was a great map with the island base between the two, right?
Yep.
Oh man, that was an amazing map. Oh, we need more of those. Bring back Scrap Station, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Stargate on the way for Astrea, Adept opening, the Protoss opener. If you play Protoss, you probably know how to do this opening.
You should anyway.
You probably should. If you're like me, you'll give it a try and mess it up somehow. But even executing it remotely well enough is good enough. Good Adept catch by Astrea right out the gate, getting the first Ling.
Yeah, free Zergling.
Yeah, free things are great. You can never have enough free things. Second Ling gets in trouble, and this, let's see, did the Overlord actually spot the Stargate? No, it didn't. So this is actually quite nice.
I mean, as a Zerg player, let me just say, I assume Stargate.
That's
So,
fair.
His spores are already coming up.
That's fair, but still, killing
It's
the
good to
two
know.
Lings is nice.
Yeah.
Not having to deal with that.
For sure. That orange is looking very nice on the Protoss. I like it.
Yeah, quite a beautiful color. The Phoenix will actually fly around the inhibitor zone to the island. Take the long way around. Maybe looking for something. I don't know. Another Phoenix on the way out. So multiple Phoenix play here from Astrea. Now, how do you think SortOf's going to play today? Because we had him, I believe, play Astrea in Afreeca World not long ago, or some Protoss. And he just played this weird turtley style, if I remember correctly. And it didn't look that convincing, so I'm wondering if he's changed it up.
Well, in my experience, sort of loves his Zerglings. He likes
really?
making Zerg... Uh-huh. Yeah, he loves making Zergling attacks into places like third bases and fourth bases, even if there aren't any Banelings to support.
Okay.
So as we can, hey, look, a bunch of Zerglings. This is what I'm talking about. He's going to keep doing this, I feel like.
Oh, they run right into these Adepts, which are by themselves. The Adepts react quickly and tuck themselves into a corner. One of them will fall. The other two... 1 escapes. Great move by SortOf catching those lings, or those adepts.
Yep. Lings can get stuff done.
Astrea even notably dumps his Chrono Boost into the gateway so he has faster weapons to react.
Ah, this is a 2.5 base row Travager timing.
I love this.
Here we go. Phoenix count, kind of scary high. A little annoying, to be sure.
Well, they do a lot to stop a big old Roach Queen Ling attack, though.
Yeah, look at him taking the little narrow paths, doing the slow march of the queens here. Who did I see? Cyril did this to... No, Raynor did this to Showtime the other day. Anyway, yep, it's really, really stupid hard to hold off. No matter if you're Terran or if you're Protoss. If you don't know how to do this build as Zerg, you should.
Yeah.
You should learn it, because it's insanely strong.
No Voids, no Oracle for Astrea, so he doesn't have air units to help out. He doesn't have a Robo. Astrea is just a dead nerd, man.
Yeah, the Phoenix aren't going to help you here with anything.
Gateway's going to be unpowered. Third base has a couple more gates getting up, but there's no charge yet. There's no anything. There's probes that are fighting and dying. A recall gets used to bring in the army of Astrea to help out. However, this is just, like, game-ending damage, right?
Uh-huh. 31 probes! Yes, I will establish this as game-ending damage, because it usually is. I am honestly struggling to remember a time this didn't work.
Me
at
too.
the pro level. Like, but it can't work every time, or they would just do it every time. So I don't know what...
I mean, he started off with catching those 2 adepts, which was a good start.
Yeah, for sure.
And then Astrea opened up with the Phoenix, which don't really help at all versus that.
No, I mean, that was definitely a paper, rock, scissors problem. It was not going to do anything versus this. But again, I've seen Protoss that go for Immortals and Protoss that go for shield batteries and cannons. And again, I don't think I've ever seen it held at the pro level. So I wish I could tell you how to handle this, Protoss and Terran players, but I don't know.
There's no answer.
But there has to be, again, because we'd see it every single time. Zerg would just do this nonstop. But instead, they just bust it out every once in a while, crush with it, and then we never see it again for a while. It's very strange.
Believe me, they do it nonstop on the ladder against me. And
well,
I can't tell you how to hold it. Not when I queue up as Protoss.
Yeah, it's like Battle Cruiser Rush, right? It sometimes works for Terran at the pro level, usually doesn't, but it's very good at Diamond and Platinum and Gold.
Well, it's like that charge build I've been trying. Like, you're floating a bit of money, no problem. You're on 4 Nexus, throw up a bunch of gateways, warp in a ton of zealots. It's great.
Dunzo.
It's really rewarding, even without perfect execution, and those are the best builds. Copenhagen Doss says, it might be a killing move. Pros only use that build and attack when they can win its survivorship bias.
That's an interesting theory.
Yeah.
I like it. So maybe there's something Zerg players are scouting for and seeing, and then they go into this and crush.
I think it might be the Phoenix.
Well, again, I've seen it used and succeed against Protoss that have gone Immortals, though.
Yeah, but you're a lot more likely to hold it with Immortals, though. Yes.
But I'm just saying, you're right. Definitely. If your opponent, you see them going for multiple Phoenix, yeah, Roach Ravager attack, go.
Okay. I think that's probably it. Anyway, in the bottom left-hand side of the map, let me get that scoreboard correct. He's down 0-1. It's Alpha X's Astrea.
And on the top side of the map, it is Dan Lake Gaming's SortOf. I don't know how to say that. D-I-A-N.
Dian?
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 Does it feel Chinese?
We need someone to say. We'll just wait for other commentators to cast him.
Dian Lake is a... Yep, it's a lake in China.
Dian Lake? Is it like a famous lake?
It has its own Wikipedia page.
To be fair, a lot of lakes have a Wikipedia page.
It has 79 Google reviews.
Oh.
Its nickname is the Sparkling Pearl Embedded in a Highland.
Okay, so that's a good sell for a lake.
And it was the model for the Kunming Lake in the Summer Palace in Beijing.
Oh.
So it has a history.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, but I don't know how to say Jian. I'm assuming there's a just.
I know that there's like Dongwon Pond, which is the lake that's filled with salt in Antarctica.
Whoa. I never heard of that.
Tasteless and Artosis mentioned it on their stream one time.
There's a salt lake in...
Antarctica, and it's the most salty body of water on Earth.
Even saltier than the Dead Sea?
I think so.
And the Great Salt Lake?
I think so.
I'm Googling this. Because nothing's happening in this game.
I'll let you know if roaches or lings start getting built.
Thank you.
It's in Antarctica, I think.
In the world. Don Juan Pond.
Don Juan Pond.
That's it. It may be small. But Don Juan Pond in Antarctica is the saltiest, with a 40% salinity level.
Oh, that's like my ladder games.
40% salt, baby.
Yep.
It never freezes, even in temperatures as low as negative 22 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's nuts.
Because, yeah, the saltier water is, the colder it has to be for it to freeze.
Like, could it ever freeze?
It says it never does, but I assume if you get to, like, absolute zero, it probably would. Yeah, I don't know. You are correct. Don Juan Pond.
Yeah, if I started a StarCraft 2 team, that's what it would be called.
The Don Juan Pond?
Yeah.
Support it.
DWP.
Apparently, there is another pond, Getail Pond in Ethiopia, that might be saltier, according to Wikipedia.
It might be.
Yes.
Well, all right. I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna get some fries, and I'm gonna dip them in, and I'll find out which one's more salty.
So the Dead Sea is only the 7th most salty body of water, and the Great Salt Lake is the 8th. So they're right next to each other, actually.
Okay.
Crazy.
Interesting.
We learned something today in Afreeca World.
I just know that if I did make Don Juan Pond as a StarCraft 2 team, I would just get all the saltiest pro gamers. Not to name any names.
Nope. No names.
No names whatsoever. And it would be great.
Right. What is SortOf up to? Roach Warren, Lair.
Dark Shrine with an Overlord above it.
Not really saturating his third. Is he doing the same thing? This feels like the same thing.
He can't, though, because he's got to make a lair first.
Ooh, I like this. Queen's down. No saving those.
Yeah. Sort of tried to get the Prism, and he almost did, but it cost him 3 queens to try.
How many Zerglings do we need to take down 3 DTs?
Apparently
more than that.
Oh my gosh.
Is Astrea just going to win with these DTs?
Sort of had the perfect scout for this. And now he's going to lose his third, lost 3 queens, lost some lings. The Prism has to escape, and it does. The DTs are going to get the third. I love the choice to actually snipe the third.
Oh, absolutely.
Because
it was close.
It was mighty close, but if you have 3 DTs and you kill the Zerg Spore, they have no other detection. You have time before a new Spore or something gets there. A lot of times, players won't necessarily capitalize on that, so I love that Astrea did it.
It was a very near thing, because he recalled out of there, and then the Overseer showed up, like, instantly. So, yeah.
Okay, counterattack going in from SortOf. So these players are going to be trying to put the hurt on each other. This 1DT sees these lings moving in, though. I wonder if that'll be enough to tip off Astrea. And oh, it is. Look at this guy. He's so smart. You're so smart, Astrea.
Hey.
Oh, the Overlord.
It's going to survive,
got speed.
But...
Escape.
It's dead. It's not accomplishing anything.
No. It's got about as much HP as that Prism does. Oh, the Stalker didn't focus the Overlord, though. All the lings get out. Oh, these 2 Stalkers get surrounded. This ain't good for Astrea. Bungling this a little bit. going for a counterattack, though, with his Archons in his prison, but he won't get much because of the plethora of roaches from SortOf.
Yeah, SortOf's economy is not healthy. Should we pull up that income graph?
Let's do it. That ain't good. You see when those DTs hit.
Yeah. And he really hasn't been able to recover here. I like the Warp Prism Archons just running around murdering things.
Oh, it's great. There's no way to punish it.
It's not even standard harass. It's just like killing overlords and overseers and stuff.
Astrea is scouting out too. He sent in these hallucinated phoenix, and he just spotted this spire. And he has a DT at the third base. Kill him, drone. With scouting the one comeback mechanic for SortOf, this is a great spot for Astrea, as the Spire should not catch him off guard, essentially, and then he's just in a much worse position.
Yeah, this is bad. I don't know how else to say it. I mean, the Warp Prism doesn't have much by way of HP. Shields are okay.
Yeah. Can I point something out, though? I mean, SortOf's going for a big attack here, and he's making Mutas behind this, but Astrea, I think because he scouted the Spire, he definitely saw it. He might not be assuming that the Zerg still makes Mutas, when he very much is. Like, there's not a lot of anti-Muta coming up yet. All right, there's a cannon
cannons are coming up in the mineral lines. Okay. Yeah, that's going to help.
Still,
Shield
9 or
battery.
10 Mutas, one cannon ain't going to cut it.
Well, there's a second cannon coming up at the third. But yeah, you're right. 8 Mutas plus 1 attack coming in for those guys too. I like to see Mutas in ZVP, but the problem is, if there's a Stargate, you kind of just lose.
Yeah.
So, but there's not. So
these Mutas, they get found by these Archons. One unlucky Muta flies right over.
Okay.
All the while in goes the attack. 3 Archons out on the map. The Lings say, we could try, but no.
Probes going for the body block, trying to keep these cannons and shield batteries alive. Meanwhile, Astrea not really going home.
Yeah, this is getting messy.
He's going to take down that attempt at a 4th hatch. The attack at SortOf's 3rd is also a problem.
Zealots in the main of SortOf.
And the main base, yeah, 3rd base going to go down. There's too much Protoss here. There's just not enough army for SortOf to win any kind of a base race or direct confrontation. That Immortal is just sitting back having a grand old time, at least until the Lings and Mutas start killing him. In which case, okay, SortOf is doing better here than I thought he would.
His own base, though, is just in a disastrous state, and there can always be a recall. So GG, Astrea ties it up.
Not bad. Little Zealot Archon Immortal play. Good composition. But yeah, it was that DT attack early that allowed him to get up in worker count and stay up in worker count for the rest of the game. If you're that substantially ahead in economy versus a Zerg player, you are doing something right.
Yeah, I'd really like to see... I'd like to see, for the finals, I'd like to see Astrea take on Bomber, because I think that would be a really sick PvT, but I'm happy with either of these guys go on and play...
Bomber?
They play Bomber. I think it'll be a close match
sure.
either way.
Mm-hmm.
As they're tied up.
Yeah, it really hurts to scout DTs and then still take so much damage from DTs. Like, it's hard to win if you do that.
Yeah, that's a big hurt. That is a big hurt. Okay, everyone is ready, so we're going to load into the next match. Make sure to check out that match arena page too, ladies and gentlemen. Great way to support the event. I saw Call Me Topin on Twitter saying, watching SC2 Bomber Marine Parade push. Just like the good old days.
Just like the good old days.
Not that these aren't good days now. So we got 3 years of confirmed Starcraft.
Yeah, can't argue with that.
All right, here we are. In the top left-hand side of the map, he just tied it up with some cheeky DTs. It's Astrea.
And in the bottom right, it is SortOf. They have a nice logo, but not a Liquipedia page. We need to get on that.
They're new. Are you sure there's no link under the Chinese Team League? Because that's what the team is really for, playing in that league.
So, SortOf's page has a link to, like, there's a hyperlink.
Okay.
For the clan, but it doesn't exist.
Ah. Well, TBD.
Hang on. Searching
It'll
Chinese
happen.
what? Chinese team?
Chinese Team League. It's the Chinese Team League that's going on. They just announced, like, this SortOf's team as one of the teams playing in it. So if there's a Liquipedia page for that, there may be a link to the team on that. But who knows? Maybe no one's created it. Astrea has drone scouted and hasn't identified that he's going to be getting proxy hatched yet. But it's coming. Astrea might get tipped off for this. And he will scout it, so he's in the know.
Immediately throwing up a pylon, maybe for a shield battery to set something up there. That would be my guess. A Zealot coming out here too.
Yeah,
I really wish the proxy hatch was more viable in the meta. You just don't get these enough. I enjoy them immensely. They're always fun.
Look at this. Double shield battery going up.
Yep.
A Stalker is on the way, I imagine, because he fears that it could be roaches when in fact it's lings. If he knew it was lings, I think he'd definitely be making an Adept.
Or another Zealot.
Can't really go wrong because the Stalker will actually counter the potential spine crawlers coming out of this too.
And can deal with the Overlord.
I love this response from Astrea. 4 shield batteries. Like, these units ain't gonna die. Ever.
Maybe overkill? That is a lot of shield batteries.
Yeah, maybe he'll cancel the other 2. But there's still 3 spines building, so this is a serious commitment from SortOf. He's only making lings still. The one probe is gonna get caught, but Astrea slick moves, builds the pylon to block it.
Very nicely done.
The hatchery is going to go down. The queen should pop out, though, so she will be able to spread creep still.
And getting the hatch is going to be
total
huge.
surround.
Yeah, but shield battery...
They're not in range of the other 2, though.
Oh. Problematic. Everything does die. Maybe that wasn't enough shield batteries. Maybe we were wrong.
Yeah, queen pops down 1 creep tumor.
Spread and creep. The problem is the hatchery's dead, and SortOf is a 1-basing Zerd.
Yeah, I mean, he can still keep making spines, though, and push forward because he did get down the creep tumor.
Stargate coming up from Astrea, though. Like, a Void Ray, I think, does pretty well here.
Yeah, since there is only 1 queen, I am inclined to agree.
And you're not going to make any more because the hatch is dead.
Astrea, he's panicking to get up a solid wall here.
I mean, I don't know that it really matters. The lings aren't going to kill you.
I wouldn't say that this has failed yet. There's going to be 3 spines knocking on the door soon.
True, but Stargate's done.
And no Void fired up yet, though. It's actually going to be an Oracle. Yes, Astrea thought he probably wouldn't have time to wait for the Void Ray. Anyway, spine crawlers want to move forward now. The first one's going to burrow as this creep continues to spread. There's the second burrowing, and they will be in range of this wall, and this could let the lings in.
All right, spines start stabbing away.
What a dirty play here from SortOf as he tries to spine his way into the base. Oracle is going to set to work on the queen, so she will die. That'll be the end of the creep spread any further.
And gets the tumor.
Oh, look at this. Gateway down.
All right, lings mashing their faces against it, decided not to. Another Oracle here, too. Can really get to work on those lings if they decide to stick around and commit. I don't know. This feels like Astrea has it. Losing the Cyber Core sucks. Nice micro, by the way. I don't think I've ever seen that before. The dart in hit, dart out move. Pretty good. Again, the Lings just can't get anything done in there. I'm really surprised there are no cannons here either from Astrea. I really feel like that'd be pretty good to have like one.
Yeah, it looks like Astrea is just buying time though till he gets out of Void Ray, and that will be.
There you go. Yep. Sort of is double expanding behind this, or he has his natural base. He's taking his third now. But army supply is 26 to 18, and there's really nothing that can handle a Void Ray in Sort of's army right now. Yeah, so Spine's down. It's done. Lings go home. And Astrea's going to take his nat.
What a wonky game. I mean, Sort of is droning up behind this, though. He's getting up more queens. Astrea is only on one base. He builds his Nexus now. Yeah, this is a wonky game. The wall of Astrea is like just shield batteries and pylons.
It's not really following any kind of a format exactly, is it?
That's there's spines and lings on my door wall. I need buildings.
Sort of's main
Type
base
wall.
is getting encroached upon.
2 drones go down. Void Ray is hitting the third base to be a pain. 3 queens coming down should be able to repel this, though.
If there was enough prismatic alignment, it'd be dead, but there's not. No, get out of there, Void Ray. Don't die. Heavens, no. Of all the things you can do there.
Void Rays are expensive. You don't ever want to lose those. Like, I think Sort of's actually in a good spot here, since Astrea has, like, no tech and no way to punish this. There's creep still on his door.
That's annoying.
Sort of is getting out a Roach Warren to help defend. This attack is going to be coming on in a little bit early before those roaches pop out, but still, I sort of, he did so much damage, and oh, the Lings get in.
No! That was a wall! Okay, well now it's bad. It's really incredible how not having a solid wall can change everything in a game. Some of the Lings get trapped and die, but the other Lings are in the main base having the time of their lives. As Astrea has force-fielded himself out of his own main base a bit. Roach production has begun here, but there is a Void Ray versus said roaches.
This is all buying sort of so much time, though. He's on a much superior economy to his opponent with the 3 bases. He's made a good amount of roaches. There's a chance that we could just see a queen push with roaches from Sort of, I feel.
And the Queen's again shoving away the Void Ray. Queen anti-air, kind of insanely good.
Yeah, very, very good, as a matter of fact. Just yeeting those queen spines? Talons? Or acid spines, that's it.
Yeah. The acid spine.
Yeah, here we go. There's that queen and roach push. 1 oracle's gonna go down flying over this. Alarm bells are going to be ringing back at Astrea's base, and he's going to be glad he made 5 shield batteries.
100%. He's got an immortal out, which is going to help.
He's got force fields too, which will really help him out.
The Ravagers, though, and that's why you bring the Ravagers along. For reasons like this.
Yeah, I feel like I still don't fully appreciate the power of the Ravagers to break force fields enough. Anyway, roaches are moving in, dealing tons of damage to this army. The shield batteries are doing what they can, but the Lings firing away, and I think this is going to be a break from Sort of. GG.
Yeah, there it is. Huh. So the proxy hatch, I mean, did some stuff. Not necessarily game-ending damage, but good follow-up from Sort of.
Yeah,
Healing. I mean, he got up in worker count at about 5.5, 6 minutes and never relinquished it.
He put the Protoss on one base with essentially no tech for so long.
Yeah, killing the Cyber Core was huge. And that's why walling off with the Cyber Core is generally a bad idea at Protoss. Really slowed down the Protoss' ability to do anything but the Stargate. Which he already had.
Alright, we're going to get Astrea and Sort of into the match. Our next map is Zen.
Yeah, go ahead. Use those free Matcherino codes, AW55, on the Matcherino page to throw free money at these players. Encourage them to participate in future Afreeca World events. Get live Starcraft 2 at this level over here on Afreeca.
It's literally free dollars for the players. And all you have to do is click. You don't get any better than that.
Nope. Easy peasy. Well, you have to type too.
Oh, no, you don't even have to type. You can copy paste. You copy paste that coupon code. Control C, Control V, log in, paste, contribute, done.
But Control C is typing.
I don't know. Is it typing or is it pressing a couple of buttons?
Well, it's pressing as many buttons as AW55 is.
Yeah, what? Control C.
Control V. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it is 2 buttons per action.
But you can
You'd
use
have to
the
press
mouse.
Shift.
You can just use the mouse to highlight it and right-click copy, right-click paste.
That's
so
true.
No keyboard at all.
No keyboard at all. Look at that.
Pretty good.
Look at that.
Pretty good.
Really selling this Matcherino thing. Okay, in the bottom left, he's fighting for his life. It's Alpha X's Astrea.
And in the top right, looking pretty fancy, it's SortOf. You don't.
Copenhagen DOS says it's coding.
What's coding?
I don't know. Using the Matcherino code? Maybe?
Maybe.
I've been trying to teach myself how to write Java lately. That's my next project to do.
Should just learn Python if you're going to do coding.
I did learn a bit of Python. So I have
More
done some of
Python.
that. More Python?
Yes. Python's more valuable these days than Java is. At least in my experience in the industry.
Yeah, I've
I don't know everything.
put off learning Java for years, though.
Yeah, that's fair.
Would have made my life a lot easier because I ran a Minecraft server, or run a Minecraft server for like
absolutely
9 years or something at this point.
Yeah.
Instead of
That's a
using
good
other
point.
people's stuff, I should have just learned all those years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, third base going up for SortOf. Quite a quick one, by the way. This was a sub 2-minute third base. Chicken says JavaScript. I was in a code in a class for learning like JavaScript and web, but it seemed like really, really basic stuff, so I dropped the class.
Copenhagen OS can code in R. I don't even know what that is.
R?
R coding.
Is that the pirate language?
No. The letter R. It is source code for R software environment is primarily written in C, Fortran, and R itself. Oh man, it's Fortran and C. It is old. Yeah, it was developed in 1993. Yep. That's an old programming language, Copenhagen DOS. Why do you know R? That's crazy talk.
Okay, adept shading towards the natural. Gonna cancel that shade. Gonna try and keep an eye on instead of while we're talking about random things to make sure that there's like no more blue flame Hellion incidents. And we are seeing some roaches on the way for SortOf. So he likes his big attacks and he's just gonna try and go for another cheeky win. Now Zen's pretty easy to wall off. You only need 2 buildings.
Yeah, the rocks are nice.
We even see a pylon go out at the front for Astrea, which is quite interesting, that positioning. Now, does he sniff this out, though? And the answer I'm getting so far is a nada. Okay,
Not looking
Phoenix
good.
flies over those lings. Is Astrea tipped off? Does he know? He moved his adepts out. He's not going to move his adepts back in, as they will say, that ain't good. That ain't it. Roaches gonna show their way into the main base of Astrea. Corrosive Bile goes down, kills off some probes. Stalkers disappear like it's nothing. The Oracle can try and help, but it's not gonna put out enough damage. There's not another air unit being made. The second Oracle is here.
Not enough. Not enough, LaughNgamez.
I mean, there's not that many more Lings getting rallied across the map. With a Zealot Warpin or something, maybe Astrea can pull it together. We got 2 Zealots being warped in.
If your Zealot Warpin is 2 Zealots, I'm not entirely sure. 16, 17, 18. The Roaches are the problem, because the Zealots are not going to trade well versus them at all.
The probes are just running out of there. Corrosive Bile! Oh!
Ow. Ooh, did he dodge?
Good dodge, he dodged. A Void Ray is about to pop out, but oh, there's a ton more Lings in. Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
SortOf is gonna 3-1 Astrea.
Not too shabby.
I like the play that we've seen from SortOf today.
Yeah, he seems really, really on point. 45.